Good afternoon, Board of Directors. My name is Mark Harris, and today I will be your presenter for the Harupa Valley Food Access Partnership Program with Feeding America proposal. First, we'll start with the executive summary of the project proposal. Now, please bear with me, as this will be the only slide that I will be reading fully and verbatim. The other slides will have a heavier representation of graphics, and also I apologize if you see the mouse moving on the screen. That is just to keep the presentation awake. To start, this project proposes a partnership between Harupa Valley and the 501c3 nonprofit Feeding America. The city of Harupa Valley, incorporated in 2011, is a growing community of approximately 108,000 residents, with a food insecurity rate affecting nearly 12% of the population, which is about 12,960 individuals. In alignment with the city's mission to serve residents and ensure Harupa Valley remains a safe, healthy, and livable community, this proposal addresses a critical and expanding need for accessible food resources. Feeding America, established in 2008 and supported by a nationwide network of more than 250 food banks, is the #1 largest hunger relief organization in the United States. Through its Riverside and San Bernardino branch located in Riverside, California, this organization provides food distribution, SNAP and CalFresh outreach, and nutritional education aimed at reducing food insecurity without stigma while improving long-term stability in the community. Food insecurity in Harupa Valley continues to be a significant public health and equity issue, with 5.4% of households experiencing very low food security, and 18.4% of households with children inside are affected. These conditions highlight a growing regional trend across Riverside County, where food insecurity rates average approximately 12%. This proposal seeks to reduce food insecurity in Harupa Valley by at least 2%, which equates to more than 2,160 residents assisted by the beginning of fiscal year 27 and 28. To achieve this outcome, Harupa Valley Food Access Partnership Program will establish monthly mobile food distribution events in underserved areas. In addition to food distribution, the program will also provide nutritional education and CalFresh/SNAP enrollment assistance to support long-term household resilience. The City of Harupa Valley will lead site identification, permitting, outreach, and performance monitoring, while Feeding America will manage food procurement, volunteer coordination, logistics, and program reporting. The project will follow a structured one-year plan consisting of a startup, pilot, implementation, and evaluation phase, spanning between fiscal year 26 through 27 and ending by fiscal year 27 and 28. The total project budget is $612,000, allocated across the 4 different phases, as well as including administrative and contingency costs. Through coordinated public and nonprofit collaboration, this initiative aims to deliver measurable reductions in food insecurity while strengthening the community well-being and providing access to essential resources in Harupa Valley. Next, we're going to be moving into the backgrounds of Harupa Valley as well as Feeding America, and this is going to start with Harupa Valley. Harupa Valley was incorporated in 2011 as the 28th city in the Riverside County. The city spans 44 square miles and boasts a population of 108,000 people. The city is a mix of high as well as low density residential development, rural farming, and other agricultural activities, as well as a mix of commercial retail and industrial activity. The city's mission statement is to serve Harupa Valley citizens in a positive and courteous manner and to help ensure that Harupa Valley continues to be a healthy, safe, attractive, friendly, and enjoyable place to live, work, or visit. Excuse me while I take a quick sip of water. Next, Feeding America began in the 1960s by John von Hengel, but it was officially recognized as a 501c3 nonprofit in 2008. The organization has a nationwide network of over 250 food banks, as well as 60,000 meal programs that support communities in accessing food without judgment or stigma. Feeding America offers SNAP and CalFresh assistance, child hunger programs, disaster relief support initiatives for advocacy as well as policies surrounding food programs, and nutritional education. Their mission statement is to help people get the food and resources they need to thrive and to end food insecurity from every angle in the United States. Oh, and I apologize, I moved a little bit too quickly. The nearest office to Harupa Valley is located in 2950 Jefferson Street in Riverside. And now we're going to be talking about the quantifiable problem that this partnership addresses, which is food insecurity. Food insecurity has become an extremely prevalent in recent years due to inflation, leading to rising costs of food, housing, and gas for transportation, which all results in a positive correlation in an increasing number of low-income households. The prevalence of food insecurity is present in every single demographic, including sex, race, family size, and geographic location. In other words, it simply just does not discriminate. Across the United States, 13.7% of households face food insecurity, with 5.4% of households facing very low food security. Households with children fare even worse, as 18.4% of households with children face food insecurity. In Riverside County, 12% of residents face food insecurity. If we apply this rate to Harupa Valley's population of 108,000 residents, then we'll see that approximately 12,960 citizens are currently struggling right now with food insecurities. Food insecurity can affect an individual or even an entire community in many different ways. For example, on the screen, here are some areas that can be impacted, which includes one's physical health, mental health, the development of children, a child's academic performance, healthcare costs, work performance, financial instability, strains on the entirety of a community, as well as possibly causing long-term generational effects. The quantifiable objective of this partnership between Harupa Valley and Feeding America is to reduce food insecurity rates in Harupa Valley from the current 12% to below 10% by providing citizens with meals as well as nutritional assistance. To do this, the partnership must provide food security to at least 2,160 residents, which is approximately 2% of Harupa Valley's entire population. Excuse me while I take another sip of water. The proposed partnership aims to accomplish this goal during the first year of its foundation and implementation during the 26 and 27 fiscal year, which starts July 1st, 2026 and ends July 1st, 2027. The partnership will establish monthly food distribution events at strategic city-owned locations in Hrupa Valley, which would lower the cost of a site. And it provides fresh produce, dairy products, proteins, and shelf-stable foods to food insecure households and individuals. In addition to the food assistance, residents will be provided access to nutritional education, CalFresh and SNAP enrollment assistance, and information about local services provided by the city. By bringing these services to the community, the program will improve access to nutritious foods and promote long-term household stability. The City of Aruba Valley will be responsible for identifying and securing distribution sites, coordinating community outreach and marketing, assisting with event permits as well as logistics, and monitoring program outcomes. Feeding America will procure and transport foods, recruit and train volunteers, manage food distribution operations, maintain inventory and participant records, and oversee program reportings. Together, both organizations will evaluate program performance through participation rates, pounds of food distributed, as well as annual food security surveys to measure progress towards reducing food insecurity by at least the 2%. By combining the city's local knowledge and public resources with Feeding America's expertise and established food distribution network, this partnership will provide an efficient, sustainable, and measurable approach to improving food security and overall community well-being in Harupa Valley. As mentioned earlier, the work plan will span the entirety of fiscal year 26 and 27. It will roll out over 4 phases. The startup phase will last 2 months, and this is where a partnership agreement must be drafted and finalized between both parties. Harupa Valley will then develop a budget and secure funding, identify appropriate city-owned APMs to establish distribution sites, and develop and launch an outreach program with promotional material. And this is while Feeding America portions the food necessary for the project. I apologize for the brief silences. This is where I'm just drinking water. In this startup phase, both organizations will create a calendar with distribution dates and recruit volunteers and staff to man the events. During the pilot phase in September, both Harupa Valley and Feeding America will host their first distribution event. This event establishes a control baseline for the number of attendees. Each attendee will be given a questionnaire to conduct a food security assessment for their household. In the September City Hall Council meeting, city staff will collect feedback regarding the event for future distributions. The implementation phase will span between October through May. Monthly food distributions will occur, except now we are also providing nutritional education, SNAP and CalFresh enrollment assistance. Harupa Valley will continue community outreach and promoting every distribution event. Every event will have appointed staff tracking the number of attendance, pounds of food distributed, and overall progress towards the objective of lowering food insecurity rates by 2%. Excuse me. During the evaluation phase in June, Harupa Valley staff will collect and analyze all the data gathered throughout the year to create graphs showcasing the observed food security rates. Additionally, Harupa Valley will also conduct final feedback and food security assessments with volunteers who receive assistance anytime. I apologize. Harupa Valley will also conduct final feedback and food security assessments, and these will be conducted with people who are volunteering who have previously received assistance anytime in the past year through the events. The collected data will then be compared to the first event's findings in order to determine the results of the program. A final one-year report with recommendations will be drafted and then presented for the fiscal year 27 and 28 considerations. Next, we will be discussing the budget of the proposed partnership between Harupa Valley and Feeding America. Excuse me. The budget of the proposed partnership will be $612,000. On the screen, technical difficulties, 1 second. There we go. On the screen, you will find a line item breakdown of each phase, as well as who will pay for each expense of the $612,000. Harupa Valley will be responsible for $242,000. Feeding America will contribute $280,000, which will mostly be food expenses. And $90,000 will be split between the two organizations, and these can actually be found in the categories that are labeled blended. So, in summary, food insecurity in Harupa Valley represents a persistent and measurable challenge, affecting approximately 12% of residents and disproportionately affecting households with children. Given the city's population of 108,000 people and the growing need for consistent access to nutritious food, a coordinated and sustained intervention is necessary to address both immediate hunger as well as the long-term repercussions of food insecurity. The Harupa Valley Access Partnership Program, developed in collaboration with Feeding America, provides structure and evidence-based responses to this need. By combining the city's local capacities such as site identification, outreach, and coordination, with Feeding America's expertise in food procurement, distribution, and support services, the partnership program creates a comprehensive system designed to reach underserved communities efficiently and respectfully. Through its implemented phase model with the startup, pilot, implementation, and evaluation phases, the program ensures strong planning, real-world testing, and sustained delivery service while providing a rigorous assessment of its outcomes. Monthly food distributions along with SNAP and CalFresh enrollment, as well as assistance and nutritional education, are not only intended to reduce food insecurity, but it also strengthens long-term self-sufficiency with residents. With a budget of $612,000, the initiative is structured to maximize impact through a balanced investment in staffing, operations, food distribution, and evaluation. The goal of reducing food insecurity by at least 2%, which is equivalent to more than 2,160 residents, provides a clear and measurable benchmark for success. Ultimately, this partnership reflects Harupa Valley's commitments to its citizens by improving the overall quality of life within the city. By addressing food insecurity through a collaborative, data-driven, and community-centered approach, Harupa Valley and Feeding America positions themselves to create lasting improvements in health, stability, and overall community well-being. Thank you so much for your time and consideration in the Harupa Valley Food Access Partnership Program with Feeding America. I've included my contact information on the screen in case you have any questions regarding the proposal. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great day.